Good morning, afternoon, evening, etc. Whenever it's everybody, welcome back, Vampire Survivors. It is 10:06 for me today. I'm getting this video done very early. It is a half day, as I mentioned, for me at work here. Got some procedures, the dental work I'll be doing later this afternoon on Friday. I figure I may as well get some of my recording and speaking out of the way while it's, the least painful, I should say. The phrasing of that is weird, but I'm going to be getting my brackets removed today, and I don't know how my teeth are going to react. So I want to make sure we get something here today before I skedaddle. And legitimately, I need to get like a single run, maybe 1.5 if things go bad in today, because I got to be there in like an hour and 45 minutes, and these runs can take upwards of 40-ish minutes, and the drive there is going to be... Actually, it shouldn't be too hectic. It's pretty early and everyone's at work. Anyway, just looking over some of the stuff I didn't touch on last time. Skip once per rank allows you to skip level up choices and gain experience instead. Interesting. I'll consider that. I'll just grab the max HP if you don't mind, and then maybe the I don't know, the move speed and some armor. Cool. We got a new character to play, but still, Chivos look at. We need to do Yada Cavallo. Survive at least 20 minutes with 10% curse. Okay. Survive 30 minutes with llama. Who the hell's llama? Who the hell's llama? Is that the secret character that I still need to unlock? Alright. Is there a bone upgrade? Is that what I'm seeing here? There's a bone upgrade? Wouldn't surprise me, but we won't get that today. Cavallo. Get set. Get ready. And send it. Alright, what is this attack? It's... just throwing a ball at them and it's bouncing off. I don't know if it like ricochets. Okay! Alright, well this guy's gonna be nuts later. Let's get the ball rolling here. Lightning ring for an easily duplicator later. I don't know what that was all about, but something exploded. Yo, this is some power leveling right here. Alright. Hey, happy Tuesday. My half day of work was easy peasy. I got most of the things I need to get done. Like, a bunch of people aren't gonna be in office today, so life got a little harder at the end there, but that's fine. Can't really, all of this. I'll take the cross. Can't really win them all. You know, things happen, life happens, and if any client and or agent gets cheese at me, so be it. So be it. Alright. Yeah, I feel a little more energized here. I mean, obviously, I'm coming straight off of work, which is 2 cups of coffees deep. Coffees deep? 2 cups of coffee deep. This is how I start my morning. And respect, you know, everyone's caffeine intake, however you like. Be reasonable, of course. 2 cups of coffee is the most I will drink in a day. There are some days where I start pushing a third one and I'm like, what are you doing? To be honest with yourself, what are you doing? It's Clover for the cross. I remember this. I remember this. There's no misplay there. Yeah, I'm a 2 cups of coffee kind of guy at most. I remember when I was unemployed, and you know, maybe this came with other sort of mood swings at the time, just because I was looking for work in 2017? Is it 2017? Yeah, I graduated in 2016. I was looking for work in 2017. Place that was allegedly going to hire me back did not. Very, very sad about that. You know, hey, you got all the time in the world. I'm applying for a bunch of interviews and getting turned down. And I'm up like extremely late playing video games. I remember one night in particular, I played XCOM for a solid like 30 hours straight. XCOM 2. And I consumed like 6 cups of coffee over the course of those 30 hours. Do not do that. Never do that. And you know, be an adult, albeit, you know, yes, to an extent, I just graduated college. Maybe I'm an adult at that point, but like, I was bummed out that my job didn't rehire me, my internship. 30-hour gaming session, which I will never do again, just because I am too much of a boomer and like I cannot subsist off of, you know, less than 5 hours of sleep in a day. That is not possible for me. It just won't happen. But the 6 cups of coffee deep sort of scenario, that was probably the worst part about it. I have never felt that level of sickness and nausea in my life. And nausea is a big thing that comes whenever you have a lot of caffeine, in case you didn't know. That and like the inability to actually fall asleep. So not only was I like at a point 30 hours into my insane gaming session, I was spending a good 2 hours of that in various intervals, bent over my toilet because I'm like, I'm gonna vomit. You know, just gonna get a little TMI here. I'm like, I'm sitting here like I'm going to die. I'm going to vomit. I need help. And 1, never vomited. 2, I couldn't lay down and sleep, and my body was just aching from being awake for so long. It's like, oh man, you ever spend half your day just bent over a toilet? Maybe you have for a variety of other reasons. That was an extreme caffeine intake. And I find it funny because, you know, when I was younger, I did some pretty stupid, not even like caffeine challenges, just, you know, being 13 and dumb, being like, hey, you know what? I think I'll have 3 monsters in 30 minutes. I can do that. I sure could. I remember not feeling well after that either, but I was much younger. My body took it in greater stride. I still felt horrible, but compared to, you know, 6 cups of coffee, yeah, would not recommend. Don't do that, guys, alright? Know your own limits, of course. I only do 2 cups of coffee because I've hit the point where 1 cup in my body's tolerance to caffeine has become so... what's the word here? So strong that 1 cup is not going to do it. 1 cup will not wake me up. And I drink it black, by the way. I'm not drinking the coffee with like a bunch of creamer in it unless I want to give myself like a treat of a drink. Because that's when it's fun. But it's like when I need that punch in the face. It's straight black and I don't mind it. It's not bad. It's not great, I'll tell you. Like, if anything, I would like to put some creamer in it so it tastes intolerable. But, you know, I'll drink it black. It works. It does the job. To be honest, that's kind of how I view caffeine and coffee in general. Is it needs to kick me in the face. This is how I get my caffeine. I don't do energy drinks anymore. I mean, I did some bangs a few years ago. The drinks, don't be weird. And I mean, those were like tasty, but you know, it's got like the fake sugar and the caffeine with it. It's like it's not good for me, and also just horrible for my teeth. Not that coffee's any better with staining, but I'll take staining over potential cavities any day of the week, or whatever side effects aspartame gives you. I'm rambling on here. I should really try and focus on what I'm grabbing here. My items are fine so far. They're fine so far. Yeah, caffeine. No sugary drinks for me. No sodas. I'm not a fan of soda. I've been on that tangent before. That's like a tennis holdover of me never drinking soda in high school because my coach was like, if you drink soda and you come out here on the tennis courts in the 100+ degree heat that we have in September still, you're going to die. I didn't listen to him once, and guess what? I died. Let's do Pichone. Let's go Pichone and Ebony Hawk if we get lucky. We shouldn't have to miss out on anything here. We have an opportunity to grab everything we need. Rune Tracer doesn't have any upgrades. I don't know what this ball has as far as upgrades, so we can just go for anything that's going to get us more uptime on the ball and more damage with it. So maybe a Spinach. We will get one additional item if we combine the Ebony Hawk and Pichone accordingly, so keep our eyes out for that. Oh, can I squeeze out of here? Let me just squeeze out of here. I'm saying it like this on purpose. Can I just, let me just, thank you. Alright. Give him the curry powder. There we go. Let me hydrate. I've been rambling already. The week's starting to sink in. I know I've mentioned it multiple times over the last few videos, but this is a pretty big week for me as far as dental health-wise and just adult-wise. Like, it's easy to talk about and say, yeah, I'm going to be getting 4 of my adult teeth pulled. And then as the days get closer, you know, it's like, oh yeah, wonder how I'm going to be feeling on Friday. I mentioned how I'm pretty good overall right now, but will I be singing the same somewhat cheerful tune when you know, I'm going to the dentist and they're like, all right, we're drugging you up. You're ready to have these bad boys yanked out. It's like, yay. Not in that exact phrasing. My dentist is, they're not your average Joe dentist. They're pretty great people. But they would never speak like that. If they did, I would be concerned that they've been replaced by lizard people. Why that is, you know, I'll leave that to your imagination. Good people, though. Yeah, it's sinking in. I'm kind of bummed at spell... That's for the... Wait. Here we go. The cross is in Spellbinder, right? It's Clover. Okay, cross is Clover. Spellbinder is always for King Bibble. I somehow tell myself that I know this and then I forget. Get me the Cherry Bomb. So this is called a Cherry Bomb? Alright. Cherry Bomb is a move that you do in Foursquare in elementary school. I loved Foursquare in elementary school. Mostly because I cheated horribly and made up a bunch of fake rules. But I only learned those fake rules from the other kids. I don't know if I had this like bit before, but I was the Foursquare King. I was known as the Foursquare King throughout my time in elementary school. Whoa. In elementary school. English? You had your Cherry Bomb. That was your standard. That's the overhead dunk. You're not supposed to do that. In fact, Foursquare played properly is pretty goddamn boring. If you're not cheating with these spicy rules, then what are you doing, right? Just have vivid memories. This is like my high life, the high point in my life, not the high life. that high life, bro, when I'm in elementary school, let me tell you. It's the high point of my elementary school 1 hour or 30-minute recess career, however long it was. I was playing Foursquare with my best bud, Brock. Me in the A square, him in the B square. Sometimes we rotated whoever got the ball first, or if, you know, we're unlucky, we played Foursquare with a basketball. Yes, I know, that's... that sounds a lot more dangerous than it is, and absolutely, because, will not confirm or deny if I was beating kids with the basketball in an attempt to get them out, but I may have done that. Never got in trouble for it. Everyone knew the rules when they saw me in the square. They're like, oh shit, it's King Tim. Okay, I'm playing it up a little bit. I wasn't like a King Bob type of scenario like it's Reese's or something. I was just known for being, to be honest, probably not like the guy you wanted to play Foursquare with. It's like, oh, it's the asshole that's in the A square again, oh boy. But it made me a target. It made the kids wanted to take me out, and they did. Sometimes you bend the knee. I was a humble king of Foursquare. If someone got me out of my old rules, I acknowledged it. If someone beat me with a basketball and it hurt like hell, I didn't cry. I'm like, you know what? You got me with their own cheater rules. I game recognizes game. Oh, hello. Thank you. Cherry Bomb probably like the most like known cheating rule, but if I were to throw out a bunch of terms here, but at this point, like if you're anyone watching these videos, you're probably above the age of 16 and or 20, to be honest. So if we're pulling back memories like this, where Foursquare was only played when you were below the age of 10, it's a little ridiculous. But you got your Cherry Bomb, you got your Train, you got your Odd Man Outs, you got your Targeted Assault. I don't remember some of the names. I do remember just throwing the ball at someone being like, alright, you're out because you didn't smack the ball back. And if they reacted quick enough, there was the one where if you throw the ball at them and they smack it back, you need to in turn smack that Foursquare ball and or the basketball back, and you need to have like a little ping pong match going on. Whoever stopped ping ponging, they were out. Some kids got really good at that, so I had to stop using that move. What am I'm rambling on about Foursquare, dude. From my elementary school days. To be fair, it's the only thing I was good at as far as like physical elementary school sports go. Tetherball? Tetherball's fucking whack. Anyone tells you otherwise, they say, oh, I love tetherball. They probably cheated, or they were too good, and, you know, you didn't understand the rules of tetherball well, and all of a sudden you spend 15 minutes of your recess standing in line to fight the one guy that's been, you know, sitting in the tetherball circle, all of the king of that tetherball circle for the last 15 minutes, and you get there, it's like, okay. He hits the ball, and then he's like, okay, he's jump shotting it, and it's going, like, above your fucking 5-foot-tall elementary school kid's height, and then it's like, okay, yeah, is it going around? It's going around, I'm jumping, alright. I miss, I hit the rope, I'm out. If I don't hit the rope, it just goes around. I look like a goddamn clown. And bada boom, bada bing. 15 minutes of my recess spent trying to play this game, and then I just get dunked on by some guy. Like, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go play Foursquare instead. Thanks for the not fun. And if you excuse me, I'm gonna make a bunch of kids not have fun in Foursquare. Thank you. It was a vicious cycle. It was a vicious cycle. If you weren't dominating one place, you were dominating somewhere else. Or being dominated somewhere else, I guess. The same applied to, like, the handful of times I tried to play basketball, because the kids that play basketball in elementary school, they wanted to play basketball. If you were playing basketball in elementary school and you didn't want to, you were not only, like, the reserve pick, you're not going to get the ball, but you're going to get, like, your face shoved into the asphalt on many an occasion. That was not fun. That or you went on like the jungle gym, right? You went on like on the monkey bars or whatnot. And I remember, and this probably adds on to why I was so adamant about playing Foursquare and not doing anything else, because I remember my first day of 3rd grade, I decided to go on the monkey bars. And you run across the monkey bars, your feet are dangling down, you're not supposed to walk under that. Like, there's a very clear, hey, don't walk under here if you don't want to get kicked across the head. I remember my good buddy Zach was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a dangle-dingling, I'm gonna walk through this here. And oh, Tim kicked me across the head. What an asshole. You know what? I'm gonna start pushing him on the monkey bar. And that's exactly what happened. I started getting like dangled on the monkey bars, was holding on for dear life. Panicking, like with a very, very distressed look on my face and a distressed tone in my voice. I don't know how we got to this tangent, but we're gonna go with it. And then I remember my neighbor Haley was like, hey, Tim's getting pushed on the monkey bars. He's screaming. He must be having a good time. So what does he do? She comes over on the other side and starts pushing me as well. I'm getting like ping pong between two people on the monkey bars until I get set flying and break my freaking shoulder. It's like, all right, happy first day of 3rd grade. I had a great time. You know, oh my god. Does this run Bless? Commentary and luck? Let's go. Let this one run out. I need to hydrate. Let's go. Thunder loop as well? Holy moly. Anyway, long and short is I got pushed on the monkey bars and I was holding on for dear life from my alleged friend Zach and my neighbor Haley, who really thought I was having a good time, and then I went... What I can only remember is like flying 20-some, 30-some feet in the air, which it probably wasn't that high, but I remember flying pretty high and then landing my back on the tarp, of course. Like the monkey bars that we had, there was a tarp over it, so it wasn't a hard asphalt. Like if it was asphalt, I'd probably be dead, I'll be real. And then I broke my arm on the first day of 3rd grade, and it's like, okay, this is fantastic. Elementary school was a trip. This was not my fault, by the way. You don't walk under the goddamn monkey bars, Zach. You dingaling. Is this one of those things that I harbor like a deep regret for? Not really. It's like, it's pretty stupid in hindsight for everything that occurred, but it's like, alright. We're like 8, 9, 10, whatever. You gonna harbor some ill will over that? Not really. Everything else that I mentioned on the other video where I went on a tangent of things that anger me legitimately, those are all valid. This is just like, alright. Well, you broke my arm, Zach. I guess that's that. Thanks. Thanks for doing that. Alright, also thanks for the upgrades here. I'm very appreciative. The clovers are the reason why we got so many good chests here. Elementary school was the most hazardous part of my childhood, and it probably makes sense why my mother was so... No. Don't make me do this. Weapon duration probably? It's gonna be the best choice that we have on the list here. Probably why my mother was so adamant about like pushing me towards video games when I was young. It was like, hey, my son is very clearly gonna get himself hurt or hurt himself. You know, go figure. She was very correct. They got me a PlayStation, or not a PlayStation, Nintendo 64, and I was very young. And it's like, all right, no more flag football with the 13-year-olds when I'm 6. I'm gonna play Super Mario 64, which I kind of didn't like. Which is, don't say that this day and age. That's heresy, right? But you know, I guess she was right. I could have been a football Chad and a jock superstar. Who knows? But I probably also would have died at some point, knowing my my childishness. And now the monkey bar scenario, you may be thinking, that wasn't your fault. That's true. There's also another story where I was riding my bike to school and I ran to a stop sign because I was like, haha, look, no hands, no eyes, and oop, bonk. Hey, you ran to the stop sign. 1, it's completely ironic. 2, it's like, what are you doing? Why would you do this? I remember why I was doing it too. It's like, hey, I'm gonna show all my friends how cool I am with my green bike. Check how cool my green bike is and how good I am at riding it with no hands without using my eyes. Oops. Alright, guess Tim's getting sent home today as well. It's true. I indeed got sent home there. The hell is this? Oh right, it's the cross upgrade. Good. That's about as hazardous it got in elementary school. I'm trying to think if there's anything else worth discussing now. That's like the most dangerous scenario I found myself in. Like one time in middle school, my sister bruised my ribs to hell and I couldn't breathe in the 6th grade, but that's different. That's just my sister being an older sister. Like, come on. I also hold no, ill wills about that, but I do love bringing that up to her, and she's like, I said I'm sorry. I'm like, I know, I'm not here to like actually target you. I'm just ripping you because it's a thing that you did. Also, like the time where she slammed the car door on my thumb and nearly like cut off my thumb, but that's different. That's when I bring up and she feels really bad about it. Guilting her over that is like an amusing thing. I don't hold any ill will on that. Anything that me and my sister really ran into or had like as far as altercations physically or otherwise, it's like your kids, it's your siblings. This is bound to happen. I will admit I definitely got the shorter end of the stick because I was a younger individual at times, unless I was like legit in pain dying, and my parents would be like, all right, Kristen, you've done it now. Way to go. So, phrasing it in a very fun and light way. I have a good relationship with my sister this day and age. Good. Also, why am I phrasing it so weird again? Remember how I did the roundabout? Who talks about their relationship with their sister this day and age? Just say, we're good now. Kind of sound like some fucking powdered wighead like it's the 1700s and preparing for a revolutionary war in America. Oh yes, indeed, me and my sibling, we sparred on occasion. But thine will not hold those grudges against us in our soon-to-be 30s. Thine will remember the good times and move on, like the adults we are. So I decree it. 4 score 7 years ago, ETC. Alright. There's my elementary school life. I really just wanted to talk about Foursquare, but turns out I had a lot more to say. Foursquare was legit, though, I'm not gonna lie. It was legit. But I don't think it exists outside of that. And maybe, you know, maybe in the future we'll have the Olympic Games for Foursquare. If ping pong can have it, why can't Foursquare, you know? Maybe the Olympics, is that still on? I haven't been keeping up. I've been keeping up with the other worldly news things going on. I think the Olympics are pretty much done. The only time I really had like a keen eye on the Olympics was the Summer Olympics 2 years ago when they played Song of the Ancients by Keiji Okabe. It's a song from the New Year Games, perhaps you've heard of them, perhaps I've talked about them here. That's the only time I really was like, yo, listen to that, this is a song, let's go. And dude, for an Olympic opening song, that thing was a banger. I hope everyone discovered Nier after that, the good parts about it. You know, there's very depressing parts about it, and of course, you know, the outright sexualized parts about it, which also bring in new life and funding for the future games, hopefully. Again, there's more to Nier than, you know, oh, 2B Craigasm, you know? I say it every time, and it's true, but there is more to it. Please, everyone play and buy the Nier games. I need more. I need more. I need Yoko Taro to, you know, be the limelight of Square Enix's eyes and be like, this guy, he's got like a magical touch with the Western and, you know, his internal Japanese community. We gotta give this guy more funding so he makes more excellent projects like this. Please. Buy more Nier stuff. I'm trying to do it as well. It's just like, I can't really force myself to splurge on a freaking figurine that costs 3 figures upwards of like $900. I'm exaggerating the number because I don't know, but it's like I've never been one to collect figurines or plushies or Nendroids. But I might. I mean, if it helps us get more games, I mean, I might. Tim, you could just play the, you know, the gacha game that's getting... Okay, listen, you know, the gacha game has been on the limelight for me, in my view, I should say, but, I don't really like gacha games, because that's like a very slippery slope. It's akin to gambling, how I mentioned yesterday, except when you gamble in real life, you're getting actual money. When you're gambling in a gacha game, you're gambling for the sake of trying to progress your game, which is very benign to me. Benign? Bizarre. Not benign. Is benign even a word? Probably is. I'm not a fan of gacha models. And now if Mirror Reincarnation was like, hey, you can do like a subscription model for like $5 a month, you get X amount of points, and then you can get reasonably, you know, moved along with that. Okay, that's a little different. That's more like an MMO type of deal with a subscription. Maybe it has that. I haven't looked into it. I'd be more open to that, not like a, hey, open your heart and your wallets to get the power that you truly deserve. But overall, I hear good things about the gacha game. I also hear the music's great, which is beautiful. Just like Sino Alice, which is another gacha game by Yoko Taro, if I'm not mistaken. What does Empty Tome upgrade? Upgrades the Holy Wand. It reduces weapon cooldown, which is kind of poggers. Can I say that here? Am I still hip to kids? Poggers. Alright, we'll grab that. He says that he grabbed it like a good 5 seconds ago. Sorry, I'm disassociating a little bit. There's a lot of like flashing lights on my screen and I got slightly distracted. This game needs more upgrade paths like the Bichone and Ebony Wings here. Like, give me 2 items that when you max upgrade, you can get another item you can max upgrade. Yeah, it probably breaks the game on a fundamental level, because like this shit is really strong. I mean, it'd be cool. Again, it's the next evolution for this game. It could be the next Binding of Isaac if it plays its cards right. I'm ready for it. Let's do it. Let's do it, singular and or multiple devs that are on this game. I don't know how many you are on this game. Also, I missed the Holy Wand upgrade. That's my bad. And when it's my bad, you know? Crap, I might miss my window. I might miss my window. I think we'll go for a candelabra door. Get some bigger projectiles here. Would be nice. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about some League stuff here, because it's a relevant topic, and I'm not upset, but I'm interested, and then I'm of course gonna critique the average Twitter user and LCS fan for the way they act. But there's been news for the group called Cloud9, perhaps you've heard of them, esports organization. Their league team recently removed their head coach, 1LS. Again, I don't know the guy too well. I don't know a lot about him, but I do know he was bringing some interesting drafts to the scene, right? I probably have mentioned this before, but they or Cloud9 released their explanation video today, and I watched like the first minute of it. I had never heard so much corporate speech in a an esports organization in my life. Mostly because I don't really watch these. Like, here's the reason why we did X, because they're usually all the same. And I thought Cloud9 would be a little different. If anything, I'm more of a Cloud9 fan than I am for any other org. I mean, that's using it lightly because I'm not like out there buying the jersey and being like, "Woo, Cloud9!" I like their team. I like the way they play, as I have since 2013. Even if the characters aren't the same or the players aren't the same. But this like 3-minute explanation on why they released LS, I get what it's trying to do, and I think I more or less understand the meaning behind it. But it's just so corporate, it just boggles my mind in the esports space that we could have an explanation like that. Which, that's fine. If that's the answer, that's the answer. I'm not gonna, and this is where I target the Twitter users. Let's go! Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna hydrate, actually. Why'd you release LS? Boom. That's a lot of books, dude. Knowledge is power. Yeah, their explanation, as I was saying, I'm like, okay, that's that. But when you put out an answer like that, the more, let's say devoted, or maybe just, average Twitter user fans really come out of the woodwork with conspiracy theories left and right, and of course, some bashing on the company, which maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong, I don't know. I'm approaching 30, I don't really have too much of a stake in Cloud9 unless I was a part of the org. But like the sheer amount of people wanting to like whip up conspiracy theories is it's just like, what are you doing? Why? Stop this. Like, if this is the reason, this is the reason. You don't need to dig further into it. I'm not saying did LS like sleep with X-player's girlfriend and that's why this is happening? Like, no. A lot of people that would present that argument are just kind of make drama for the sake of making drama. Like, stop what you're doing. These are still real people, right? The level of like celebrity fandom when it comes to people that are in the Twitchiverse and or like the esports space, it's so much, or it's way more, not way more, I'm phrasing it weirdly. It's different from trying to be like that with an actual celebrity. And we'll grab Pentagram for this run, why not? I don't care. Maybe we'll kill Death today. It's just very weird because of the level of like closeness the average person can say they feel with this person, because they can write to them on Twitter and then potentially get a response compared to like a celebrity where it's like, yeah, a celebrity might answer your Twitter, but a celebrity's level of, let's say, status per se is very different from a popular Twitch streamer, like the most popular Twitch streamers, or someone in an esports organization. It's very different. And the fact that people are willing to like go this hard on trying to interject some element of this person's life with a narrative or something, it's weird. Now, obviously, groups like TMZ do that for celebrities or whatever the other gossip mags are. It's like you're just an average Twitter guy. Your name is freaking ButtsOhPlenty69. Your pictures of like a pretty drawn butt, and you're like, here's what happened with LS. It's like you're one, like 2 steps off from a troll and or are likely a troll, but 2, it's like, is anyone going to take you seriously on this? And the answer is yes, because people love fucking drama. So they're like, yo, Butt69 said this. It's got to be true. You got to propagate this news. And it's like, god damn. These are real people, by the way, both on like the troll side of the Twitter and like the person you're trying to spin a story about their life. It's very weird. Maybe you could not. I don't know. Maybe I just have more of a more speech. What am I saying here? More of a stake, I should say, but less of a stake because I'm not that invested in it, because it's in my, interests. It's just so weird to me. I've never found the interest in people that dig hard into, like, celebrity or, in this case, Twitchiverse drama. It's weird. Candle Labrador, you're a second too late. I had a chance to get the axe and the, now I've got the pentagram. Oh well. That's all I want to say on the LS thing. I don't really care too much about it. As long as everyone's cool with it, which for the most part that seems to be the case. Oh, maybe they're not, right? I'm not here to spin any tails on it otherwise, but hey. I don't know. That's that. I like LS drafts. I enjoyed watching the North American League Championship circuit. series, not circuit. LCS. Because there were some fun drafts, but if it goes back to like some of like the, you know, banal minutia that it tends to be, because that's what you do when you're in the top end of play. It's not really interesting. It's not about being interesting, it's about being effective. And hey, so be it. If there's ever a good highlight of like an insane play that happens, I'll watch that on their league Reddit. But beyond that, I don't really have a lot of interest in it. And that's my piece. No ifs, ands, or targeted harassment to Ford or otherwise. And I kind of wish that's what it would be like in general, but this kind of territory, it kind of comes with the business, I guess. Unfortunate, sad, but oh well. I'm just a dude that likes his video games. What can I say? You know, I'll just grab this so I can nuke the field and grab more gems. I don't know why, I feel a little lightheaded from this recording session. I can barely hear my own voice, which makes me wonder if the game is a little too loud. I check every time before I do a recording. I do like a sound check just to make sure the audio mixing isn't horrendous. I mean, for this game, it doesn't seem bad, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a little too loud for me. I can turn it down for myself and then bump the gain in OBS just to make sure, but I don't know, my head feels weird. Maybe it's the caffeine. You know, it may very well, slur my words together. Maybe it will be the 2 cups of caffeine and not meal that I've had today. That might be doing it. Probably eat something before I head over to the orthodontist. I don't know how I'm going to be able to chew after that. I'll also just check the door if my Soylent arrived. Yeah, I'm going back to Soylent. I'm only going back to it because they finally offered me a discount. I held out long enough. They're like, hey buddy, $10 off. I'm like, okay, though. A flat discount isn't as great as like a percentage discount when I want to buy in bulk, but whatever, I'll just down my bulk a little bit and get the cost per bottle down to a reasonable amount. Like $2.96, which is fine for me. And again, this isn't me trying to sell anybody on Soylent. I'm not the craziest fan of Soylent. I don't think it's the worst thing I've ever drank. And the strawberry and banana flavors are pretty alright. But it's easy way to get my nutrition for the day and not have to worry about using my teeth, which will be mission critical when I'm missing 4 of them on Friday. Alright, I think I know why I feel so weird. I'm looking at my screen. This is freaking headache-inducing. I know this is the game, but my fucking god, hello? The explosions from the freaking jawbreakers are a little much. Like, I don't love this. There we go, that's somewhat better. I think I'm gonna start playing like this from now on. This is, yeah, this is much better. It's still fucking vomit, you know, rainbows on my screen. But I definitely feel a little off playing this without having any food in my body. Let's throw this on a list of do not recommends. It pales in comparison to having the 6 cups of coffee and doing a 30-hour gaming session, but I digress. This isn't like up there, but it's probably on like the list of like the top 20 maybe of I'm very uncomfortable kind of moments right now, physically, of my own volition. Curry powder? Alright, more effects. That's a nice toned down effect. Yeah, you know, just a bunch of orange circles that you probably made in PowerPoint, but hey. I've looked at my thumbnails, I know where I stand. I'm not gonna add anybody. Alright, let's roast this flour. And do this to get me a break. Holy moly. Holy moly. Thank you for the spawn dually. What time is it? 10:39? I should be able to get this done and dusted here in the next 7 minutes, and then I'll have a moment before I need to head over to the orthodontist. Like, we can basically call this a win, right? This is more or less a win. I just need to complete it. Oh, excuse me. I'm dying. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, my body's having an issue right now. I got like a air hiccup thing going on. Ugh. Send help. Alright, deep breaths. Deep breaths to help alleviate the pressure that's building up in my head. Is this what certifies me as a boomer gamer? I don't think this is. I don't think anybody likes the just insane amount of noise that there is on the game here. And the flashing colors. Okay, that's a little better. Apologies, I'm doing that for me right now. I don't want to crank it up in OBS and just balance it out. I just need to turn it down a wee bit here. Cause my god, my body's not loving this. I could probably stand still and just like close my eyes and play, right? Yeah, that's like a streaming challenge or a recording challenge in its own right. I'm playing the game, I'm not looking, and my eyes are closed. I just have to talk while things are going on in the background. Okay. Well, I don't have much else to say. We're rounding out the video here. If I'm going to give you guys a bingo stamp, this was a good recording for banter and conversation. Probably not on a level of like speech. I definitely have mushed my words together something fierce today, which I think is the norm for me. But I definitely noticed it more than usual. Let's say. Sorry, doing some deep breaths here. I'm doing deep breaths. I am very uncomfortable. I'm not... oh my god. Thank you for this. I need the break from the screen. I'm not doing like a bit here. I am... My body's not happy right now with everything that's going on. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Thank you for the Spondulus. We're gonna hit a pretty high number on the coins collected with this run. Three in-game, or 3 game-recorded minutes. Ever so slightly slowed down by every money bag I pick up. We're nearly done. God bless. That was a floor chicken. How dare you do that to me, game? I'm short 25 Sponduli because of that. Also, what is this character? I didn't pay attention. Is it just like a panda bear? Or just a panda. You don't have to add bear on it. Pandas are, you know, canonically known as bears. So like, oh, is that an owl bird? He's like, yes. that is an owl bird, you weirdo. Is that a dog? Or is that a chihuahua dog, right? The first thing that comes to mind, I have chihuahuas. Got me 2 little chihuahuas. Alright. Apologies. I am just like doing any sort of dead air filling here. I need this run to end. I am fading fast. So if I have any like petitioning feedback that I would like to give the dev at this point, I don't know how it hasn't bothered me up until this exact recording. But I need graphics turned down even more. I need more graphic turn down options. Like the evolved Pichone Ebony Wings combo is the biggest offender right now. And in combination with the exploding Jawbreaker and of course the pentagram nuking my screen. It's not helping. Alright. 1 minute. 1 minute to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Push through. You got the touch. You got the power. Oh no, I'm the DMCA. Curses. Curses this modern DMCA technology. You guys remember SOPA? It's probably too late to get in this conversation. Remember, like, before DMCA was a big, like, you know, in the Twitterverse sphere. Oh my god. Oh god, get ready for level ups here. But SOPA was like a big thing back in 2011, 2012. I remember this because it was a topic of debate I brought up to my... Fucking Christ. In my my AP government class, which by the way, that's a top tier high school class. I'm not even like joshing you. If you're an American student or you are a student of the American system, take AP government. It's actually like a genuinely interesting topic to go over. I mean, teach their own, right? I had a pretty awesome teacher for it. I didn't pass the AP exam, of course, because of dang old ding-a-ling. Actually, no, wait, I did pass that one. That's the one I did pass, because the teacher was just that good. Every other AP class I took, I was just a goddamn failure in. Like, I aced the class, because, again, in my high school, and as I've learned from many, like, high school systems, acing a high school class is easy. Like, 80% of the grade is doing the homework, and then 20% to 10% is like, you know, a mix of attendance and you got me. Attendance and final exam. So I was like, hey, just do perfect on the homework, and then you can pretty much get an F on the final exam and still get an A. Yeah, that same rule doesn't apply of getting F on the exam, converting that to the AP exam. It doesn't work because they actually make the AP exam hard, and you have to study for it. I didn't study in high school, save for math. But, all right, that's another tangent for another day. Hey, we did it. Level 100 with Yada Cavello. I got reroll 2. Yay. All right, I don't feel great. I feel really bad physically. I am going to eat something and then get ready to drive across town. Hey, thanks for watching. If I'm able to speak later on this afternoon, maybe we'll do another video. I don't want to lean into that because I've already exhausted the bid juices for the day. Maybe I spend this afternoon drawing the thumbnail for Ratopolis. Oh, who knows? He's a boomer. He's a real boomer nerd. He got exhausted playing a video game. Yeah, I know. This is me setting up a straw man that I can punch down later, because no one's probably saying that. For now, I want you to enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, etc., and I will see you all whenever, ideally tomorrow, for the next one. Take it easy, everybody.